Morning, everyone. How's everyone today? Well, here we are again doing another video. I realize that when I announced that we were going to do this Truth Circle to Ottawa, 144-day journey to Ottawa, that I didn't realize I'd be doing this, sharing my truth. And what I realized, this is my truth, and my truth is, when you pray, the power of the prayer, it's really strong. Like my grandmother always said, we're there for you, my boy. We'll always be there. And I never quite understood it, but when I really started praying and spirits started coming to me, I really started understanding it. And the clearer I got and the more they came to me, like after that sweat in Salt Spring, I wasn't drinking, but I quit smoking pot, everything. I became really clear, and everything just came clearer and clearer. But I kept praying up the mountain, and it was, like I say, a really powerful spot. And one of the things that happened after that candle happened, going out, we went to a medicine wheel. Like, I really felt the energy of this medicine wheel, and it was the first one up in Edgewood and it was Red Cloud's medicine wheel, bless his soul. He's been gone a long time now. And there's a lot of things that happened there, and at that time it was quite small. The circle was small, not many people, and I was sitting in the circle there and praying, and I was sitting cross-legged. And I was looking, and there's a whole bunch of clover everywhere. And I was praying to Creator, and I says, "What's with this? I'm a farm boy, and I've looked for clover, and I've never found a 4-leaf clover." And I looked down, and I kid you not, in between my legs, there was 4-leaf, 5-leaf, and 6-leaf clovers. There was at least 8 or 9 of them. I still have them to this day, folded in a book. So when it came to my turn in the circle, you know, with the feather, it was my turn. I said, look at this. I was just praying, and everybody's looking around, and they couldn't find any, but here, you know, and this is what I'm, you know, put that energy out there in a good way. And so then I was telling them that story I told you guys the other day about how my friend, she left the mountain that night. When that candle went out. So I was telling them some of these stories that in my journey, and that's one of them I was telling. I said, you know, and there was an old man across from me. Bless his soul. His name was Grey Wolf, and he was laughing and didn't say anything because, you know, like, but I could tell so he was directly, so it was quite a while before the feather came to him, and he just he's laughing and laughing. Yeah, and he says, I couldn't understand it. He says, you know, he says, we did a pipe ceremony not long ago in Zook at JC's house. We were doing a pipe ceremony. He was talking about this young man that he had just met, and that he lived in a bus on this mountain on Salt Spring. And he says, where's there a fire? And where is there some fire in the house? And they said, well, in the basement there's a propane furnace. So he said they all started praying and praying on that, and it was at night, on that fire, and to transport that energy and light my candle. Hello? There you go. I need to share this stuff. I just do. And it was such a positive, I never know the right word, but it made me a stronger believer. And then by the time that medicine wheel finished and we were all sharing our stories. And that's when I first met my dear brother John Thomas. He was just starting to get on the road at that time, and him and I really hit it off because shared some stuff, and we've been friends ever since for many years. And he actually came on the journey with us later when I started the Vision of Light up north. But the thing is that I just really say this is my truth. And what I realized about the truth, I never realized I'd be doing this, folks. I didn't. I had no idea in the world I'd be doing this, except I know deep down I had to, that they wanted me to share. They wanted me to share this, and this just happens to be the way. And I need to get my truth out there before this journey starts. And I think it's, we need to have people speak their truth to free yourself. Not somebody else's truth, your truth. Just your truth and your truth alone. Because otherwise, that's what they want. They want to take your power away. They don't want you to have the power. So they distract you with everything, all kinds of stuff. Abuse, mental, physical, spiritual, emotional. And those four things: mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical. This is what I'm talking. This is my balance. I'm talking about my spiritual, my truth. So by the time the medicine wheel was over, there was a council, and they asked me, and there was quite a few old guys that were in that council. They were sitting, and my dear friend, bless his spirit and soul, really learned a lot from Uncle Billy. He's from down south, and near the end, I was sitting there alone. Why are they asking me to sit in this circle? And by the way, I'd already by this time been presented the People's Pipe to carry. And so I'm sitting there, and they said, Uncle Billy says, well, I've been really wanting to find somebody to carry my eagle medicine, my brother. And he had this eagle, this golden eagle head in a brown leather bag. And he presented me this, and he says, we've had counsel, and for this medicine wheel, we're asking you to carry the eagle medicine. I thought, whoa, what an absolute incredible honor that was to carry that medicine. And of course I said, well, I'd be honored. I'd be absolutely honored. So I carried that medicine for a long time. Billy's been gone a long time now. I really miss my Uncle Billy a lot. He was an amazing, strong spirit on this side. But like I'm saying, they're still there for us. They're all there. We just need to pray and open ourselves to them in a good way. So I go back home and start trying to tell some of my friends on salt. But the fellow I mentioned yesterday, bless his soul, Elwin McCaig, he really understood a lot. And there was a really dear sister on Salt Spring. I haven't seen her for years. I think she's still there. Carol Evans. She understood a lot too. So I had a lot of people to share with, and Mabel and Willie, and so it was really good. So sitting there one day and get a call. We're going to Indigenous Pipe Carriers Gathering in Fairbanks, Alaska. Do you want to come? Whoa! I didn't hesitate. Yep, I'm coming. And away we went. There was 6 of us in a van. There was Mabel and Willie and JC and myself. There was 1 or 2 other people. I forget their names. I'm sorry. But so we drove all the way up there, and when we got there, right away, there's this old man. And remember, I'm praying all the time, you know, for guidance. And so there's this old man, he's 104 years old, bless his soul, Charlie James. And he wouldn't let me go. His care, the people that took, and he was one of the keynote speakers. And what I started realizing is nobody could understand him. I could understand him. I understood everything this old guy said. And, you know, like there was a round dance, and I took him, did a round dance. 104, he did, and it was a big circle. And we sat in a circle for a long time. It was an amazing circle. This old woman ran this circle. She was she had 8 generations of her foremothers' hair that she wore, and this incredible talking stick that had white eagle feathers on it. And we sat there for a long, I can't remember how, but it was a long time. I know it went through the night and into the next day, and it went a long time. It went days, and you left your energy in that circle, like where you were sitting. Nobody took your spot. If you wanted to go away, sleep, or eat, you went and came back. And it was one of the most powerful circles. And my friends, Mabel and Willie, they had to leave, and I thought, oh no, because things were really starting to pick up in this circle after spirit and the energy. It just started building and building and building, and started learning a lot of things. Like I say in the there's a lot of things that you can do when you've got the right intent. You've got to have the right intent to use this in a good way, what's coming to you from the spirits with goodness and love. So started learning this stuff, teaching as people shared in the circle, and I'm praying and praying. I'm sitting in the circle, praying and praying for Mabel and Willie, because they're gone. They're in this car or van, I forget at the time. I guess they got a ride anyway. And so I was praying for them, wishing they'd be there and that. And then, it was about 6 months later when I came home, I ran into them. And the first thing both of them said, they said, the most amazing thing happened when we were just south of going home from Fairbanks. You were sitting cross-legged, and you came right through the car in front of us. Sitting cross-legged with a great big smile on your face. And it just felt so good, all this. It was like, I don't know the word, but anyway, it made me a real believer in prayer. Like, full-heartedly, prayer is powerful, powerful stuff. So after the circle, the old guy, he's keynote speaker at the last day, and he's up there. Nobody can understand him. So I'm up there with him, me, translating for the old 104-year-old guy. I could understand everything, so I translated for him. And like I say, I don't know when this was. It was in the early 80s sometime. So we pack up and get in the van, and in those days I had nothing except love and my prayer. That's it. So we get to his reserve. It's Tanakos, Alaska. It's north of Tok. And we go to let him off at his house, and he says, no, I want you to come with me. And I know it now, But I said to JC, I says, well, you know, and I knew, I says, and he didn't even say, and I knew, and so I just grabbed my pack sack and I went to stay with him. Well, I had the most incredible time with that old man. 104. He taught me things, just amazing stuff. Like he shot his last moose. He got his last moose when he was 96 years old. He taught me told me about how he used to hunt bear when he was young, the spirit of the bear. But the main thing he taught me is he prayed. Every step he took for his whole life, he lived in prayer. And I got, still to this day, I got one of the white eagle feathers from that circle. They honored me with that feather. And the old guy, it's like a really, from an old eagle, because I've never seen another feather like it, eagle feather. It's got to be from an eagle from the late, it is unbelievable, this feather. It's like a small feather, but it's a pin, and it's wide, and it's huge. But that's my boy. There must be another dog going by or something. So I still have those feathers. And then it was really nice staying up there with the people at Tanacross. Great people. And then one day he says, well, we should start looking for a wife for you. I thought, whoa, that's it. Time to go. I gotta go. So anyway, I started hitchhiking towards Salt Spring, but anyway, it was, what I'm trying to do is share my truth here, and how it's so important to pray and listen to our old ones, like, because they have the knowledge and wisdom. And that old man, another thing he says, my boy, whenever you're in ceremony, I want you to sit in the northern doorway, because I know where you're going to be. And I do. It doesn't matter where I go, where I travel, I sit in that northern doorway. So when that all came about, the vision and everything, I talked to them up there, and he wanted to come with us in the bus. So that's how that vision of life started. I did my bus up, made it into where there was 9 people could sleep, and away we went from Salt Spring in the early 80s. I can't quite, and we went through a lot of communities until we got to, it was just too cold. In November it was just freezing cold, and we ended that journey. And there again, I feel this whole truth circle is a continuation of this. And the truth circle, you know, it's already going. I'm not worried about it. Its spirit is, we're going to Ross River, and then there's another community. It's in Blackfoot land near where I was born, in Nanton, where the petroglyph is. And there's a lot I need to talk about here, about my truth. I'm realizing now that my truth is freeing me. It's like freeing me. I don't, you know, like it doesn't matter anymore. I don't care what people think. If they, oh, that guy, I don't care, because it's my truth. It's my truth. I know. And there's a lot of witnesses out there, like my wife has experienced 3 spiritual things with me. And one of the most amazing one was sitting on a buffalo jump that nobody knows about. And it really bothers me that the farmer destroyed the old cairns, and and where the rendering, I know where all that stuff is. And I'm really hoping one day, praying that this truth is going to come out about that too. And we're sitting there on right where the buffalo went over, and the whole ground starts shaking. It's a beautiful sunny day. The whole ground starts shaking, and there's a rumbling like buffalo stampeding towards us. And my wife and I, we just like still the hair, like it was really something. And my wife, it's taken her a long time, because you got to remember that sometimes I've had a dream and I've been gone for a year or more in the beginning of our relationship. So, but she started understanding. At first it was really hard on her, because she didn't understand it, but now she's understanding it a lot more. And she's a Buddhist, and so does her own thing, but it's really great. And I really thank and respect her spirit, and that she allows me to do this, and she feels really good about it. And you know, at night, you know, there's lots of times at night they come to me, and she wakes up and she says, "What was that all about last night?" She's experienced enough, she can understand now. She says, "Oh, they were at you last night." And I says, "Yeah." That's what I'm saying, the white light. I protect myself every night. And sometimes she says, "Oh, you were like talking in tongues, you were chanting, you were," you know, it's always different when they come. But anyway, I'm just really, really having a good time sharing my truth with all of you. And like I say, I really want to get this out before the truth journey begins. So, and I'm going, like, I can't wait. Going camping this weekend, but I'll probably still, because I'm going to be in a nice spot, I'll probably still do some videos. But anyway, hope you're all having just before I go, this is my brother's shirt that he gave me, and I really want to honor my sister Agnes Wright. This incredible coat that she made me out of moose hide, and there's my colors on the back, nice beading. Agnes Wright, my sister in Edmonton, Alberta. I just really want to. I used to fit this coat when I was about 250 pounds. I'm getting down. I want to be healthy. I want to be healthy. But anyway, everybody have a beautiful day, and keep praying and your truth. Think about your truth, your journey. Hi.